test mic, so I'm recording now.
Okay.
I'm gonna switch to, I guess, the wide shot. Yep. There's Kate, there's all of us. So I actually just everyone talk at the same time. Like we'll just
All right.
Josh, grab I don't know, sit in one of those chairs over there. I'll stand at the podium. And we're just gonna do it so everyone's talking at the same time. So this way we kind of can simulate almost like even though there is a one at a time sort of talk during the meetings.
Well,
it's just-
everybody kind of talks over
right,
each
where
other
everyone's
sometimes.
talking.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'd like to relinquish my time on the floor to Mr. Shear.
All right.
No.
What?
Josh was talking about airplanes earlier.
Okay, I would like to take away that time on the floor, and I would like to now give it to Mr. Carbone and refer to his discussion on tanks.
Tanks are great. I think that it would really do a lot for this community. It might actually keep our roads paved because we'd have to constantly be repaving them. Because of the
Well, I
trucks.
mean, doesn't that bring up the question of the tank battalion we have already? I mean, what's
Josh
wrong with?
privately owns a tank.
Oh, so you actually. What are your thoughts on?
Well,
Tank.
Yeah, the one I digitally put into operation
Oh,
failure.
yeah, okay.
It
well,
actually
For the
wasn't
record,
digital,
The tank
that was his
battalion
real
is a
tank. He
volunteer
doesn't-
tank battalion.
Well,
this is true.
I
They're
can't
not
really tell.
exactly
Well, I'm telling
forged
I'm
and
telling
or
everybody.
operated by the town.
Correct. So we would actually need an actual committee to oversee the tank battalion of the town.
All right, I recommend putting to the floor Watchdog Tank Battalion Group. Oh, go ahead.
I'll head that. I like tanks.
Yeah, it'll definitely decrease crime.
You
Miss
know it will.
McKendry in the Mossieri chair. What do you think?
I agree. She should head it. She knows a lot about tanks.
Mr. Prisco McKendry.
Kate doesn't know anything about tanks.
Hey, what? I strongly disagree. I think her tank knowledge is far beyond anything I've ever seen in this town. I think maybe more tanks and less.
I think Miss McKendry knows a Sherman from a MacArthur.
Oh my God!
Did JFK come back from the dead?
Yeah,
Is he
we're
standing
just-
at the podium right now.
Talking about tanks, all right?
That's Diamond Joe.
Diamond Joe, yeah. Tiger tank.
What should we get?
A Panzer.
Like a Tiger tank.
G55 would probably be the best for the money.
What we can get in a shipyard down the road, yeah.
Yeah, and we'd have to probably convert them to biodiesel, which would be really great and forward thinking because
Yeah.
diesel tanks produce a lot of a lot of emission waste. Whereas we have so many fryer liters on 28, we could easily turn that into biodiesel and power those tanks.
Corn oil.
I would recommend Doc Emmett Brown's
How about solar
trash solar.
What happens if there's a problem at night?
What if it's cloudy? And the zombies.
The zombies will win.
I am in favor of a zombie tank battalion.
So am I, actually.
So
I think that's the best route to go.
which
with.
I think
Well, you
not.
have to get them health care because they're zombies.
No,
They're
that's
already
true. It all depends what type of zombie we're looking for. I actually do not endorse Miss McKendry as the head of that battalion on Zombified. So if she would care to be zombified and be a head of that battalion, I would be 100% behind that.
Is this for me to decide, or is this a group vote?
Oh, it's a group vote.
I think it might be a group.
And I think
You're
I think
abstained,
this is,
actually.
I think I'm gonna have to be a zombie because I think everybody else is gonna vote in favor of that.
How does from the feel of the floor, what does Mr. Delaney Carbone think?
I think that zombification would be an interesting process, and I think that it would actually only expand Ms. McKendry's horizons.
Good. The zombification process takes, with the correct paperwork filled out, takes about 4 to 5 months, and you'll have to go through zombie training camp, sponsored by. Oh, go ahead, Mr. Shear.
Well, if we invest all this in a zombie tank battalion, we should probably have some anti-zombie weapons in case they decide to go rogue.
Oh,
A
good choice.
tractor trailer, 18-wheeler, with a minigun on top filled with rounds for it, is been proven to be the best anti-zombie weapon because
Somebody
it can
thinks-
survive for the longest
Somebody
time.
sounds like he's planning for the zombie apocalypse.
I would regretfully say I slightly disagree. Now I regret it, so there I am.
I think that all those bullets will put too much lead in our water supply.
No.
That's true. But in El Camino, I heard, is actually one of the
I'm
top
just trying
5.
to talk at the same time as other people here.
Yeah, no, that worked.
Oh, good. But yeah, I think we should invest in an anti-zombie battalion.
And a giant Mario mushroom, I agree.
And a what?
A giant Mario
Mushroom?
mushroom.
A green one, so we all get one ups after.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
I like the one that
extra
makes
life.
you. I like the orange one that allows you to go real fast.
Ooh, that one's fun.
Can I get the raccoon tail that allows me to like soar through the air?
I know that's a protected species, so.
Yeah,
you actually
PETA.
Right, PETA put the bosh on.
So
What
we.
about
The,
the
fire
feather?
flower.
Oh, I could get the.
Fire
Fire
flower.
flower.
Oh, that's
That
true.
Would, that
That's
would
a
be,
good
There's a
one.
feather.
Yeah.
That would
I
actually
could
be
fly with
really
it.
good against zombies.
Fire is.
Fire
The
fights
swarm
zombies.
method.
Yeah.
Fire would spread.
Now, are we talking about what type of zombies are we talking about? Kung Fu Nazi, Kung Fu
I think we're thinking
zombies?
Left 4 Dead type zombies.
Oh, so these are
Oh,
very.
Not the
Thinking, like,
shambling
ant
Night of the
zombie.
Living Dead zombies.
Oh,
They don't-
okay.
They don't do too much.
He's
These are
thinking
very-
fungus
very-
zombies.
Like the ant fungus.
Oh yes. Okay. Mr. Shearer, you have. Please indulge.
Well, there are the ants down in South America where the fungus, where they can get infected and turn into zombies.
And they bring it back to
Yeah, we could
the colony.
bioengineer that to work on humans for the zombie tank battalion.
Yeah, I mean, we could Mr. Carbone in the.
I think he's a little too smart for my
Yeah.
my liking.
Well, it's all right. They have actually cockroach zombies as well, as opposed. There are two different
Well,
types
there's
of
also the
strain.
voodoo zombies out in the Caribbean
they have
islands.
Oh, that's true. The Haitian zombies.
Yeah,
That's
they have the zombie
a
powder.
Pretty much a
Yeah.
homebrew powder that they make to.
It kind of
correct
messes
them.
with your brain and makes you just go to like your feral functions, and that's about it.
Yeah, I mean that could be made at short money. I'm sure we get most of those ingredients at Stop and Shop.
No, I think we might have
Well,
to talk about
ant
the naming.
zombie- The ant zombie fungus is actually an ingredient in the flavoring of Doritos.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
Interesting.
Oh wow.
So
Well.
which flavor of Doritos,
Yeah.
or is it all of them?
Oh, zombie. Oh yeah, the new zombie line of Doritos.
Because that makes me not want to eat Doritos anymore. I'm
What about
completely serious.
Ranch.
Yeah.
What about Cool Ranch?
I
Cool Ranch.
am a big fan of the traditional nacho.
I've eaten tons of
Doritos.
Doritos and I'm not a zombie, so
Well,
I assume we'd have to do some modifications.
Is there pizza Doritos, or am I thinking of Pringles?
No, you're right.
No, I think you are correct.
Because I like pizza flavored
Now,
anything.
I'm not
This is making me
gonna-
hungry.
I would like to tell everyone, really, I think the name or nomenclature for
Doritos.
zombies might be offensive to the undead.
Mhm.
So if we could maybe come up with something a little bit more.
Certainly
to,
not infested. That has a
How
very
about
negative
formerly
connotation.
living?
That's, yeah. What was it?
Formerly living.
Formerly living.
Formerly
Yeah, the
living.
living impaired.
The living
Living
impaired.
impaired.
I like that. I like that.
So
Formerly
do I
living-
have to become living impaired?
Yes, we're going to need a stick and then some of that zombie powder.
We'll have to make sure that they don't become undead flesh addicts, though.
Right.
Well, that I mean that.
Don't
now you're saying-
zombify any
Handle
cannibals.
The roadkill issue that plagues us too, because with all this roadkill, you just feed that to the zombies, and then therefore you no longer need to burn roadkill, which saves a whole lot.
Well-
especially on-
Conversation's starting to gross me out.
Now here we go. I'm not saying that we should endorse zombie slavery, but they are an untapped market, and it's a workforce we could fully use for our sanitation committees. So.
Oh, excellent, excellent. I see this. There's no tax on zombies either because they're not around.
No, and technically it might not be citizens because they've already ceased to be.
Right.
Yeah,
Excellent.
but how can you cease to be if you're back?
I'd like to throw that to Mr. Shear.
Well,
Because they're existing again.
Well, the undead are in a way living because they are sentient life. However, they've already died.
Sentience would, I'd like to jump in here as I'm part of the Sentient Board in North Reading. Of
Just
all
thinking
things that can
Centennials
recognize
from, like,
themselves.
X-Men.
The zombie does not see itself as, I would see myself as Phil Healy. The zombie just is a machine, a animal that craves human flesh, possibly, and I apologize. I will probably see a note on my desk tomorrow morning from ZAD, Zombies Against Discrimination. But,
I didn't even know there was a group.
Yes.
well, it's
This is really materializing very quickly.
they have a petition in.
They have a very good PR campaign from zombie superstar Zen Flagon from the show I'm Your Neighbor. The zombie neighbor who loves to eat cats and children's flesh. But I'm getting outside of myself here. Sentience, I would defer back to Mr. Shear. I disagree, but I'd love to hear what you have to say about sentience.
Well, since zombies are sentient beings, they are a different being.
Once again, I'd like to have that last stricken from the record, sentient being.
And struck.
Go again, please say sentient being.
They are sentient beings,
Do I
however.
have to strike your sentient
they're-
Yes, you have to-
They are
Oh.
different, however, from their host. They are a different life form than their host. So,
I will accept different life form.
yeah.
Sentience, I think.
However,
Whoa.
I do want to bring up a point.
I'm a ninja.
Train the zombies.
I
to
ninja'd
pilot-
from one microphone to the other.
It could be a sort of
I didn't realize we
relate
had public phones for ninjas.
electrical charges from their synapses if they still work.
Now, who would win, a zombie or a ninja?
Oh my God.
Ninjas.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
Obviously, Mr. Yolshir from the Ninja Expert Hotline.
Well,
can-
it would depend what the ninjas are armed with. You see, if they're
Ninja
just
stars and a katana.
Ninja stars would definitely give them an advantage because they'd have that distance between them and the zombies. But with the katana, zombies would be right up in their face. And while the ninjas are quite skilled and they could dismember quite a few zombies before the zombies got to them, if there was an endless horde, the ninjas would eventually tire and fall or make a mistake.
Oh, I disagree. I
Ninjas
figured
get tired? Do ninjas,
ninjas
get
would
tired?
definitely beat the zombies. Having, already survived the Ninja Pirate War of 27, where the
Amen.
pirates were brutally slain by a
I've never
horde of-
forgotten. By the
What
way.
if pirates and ninjas teamed up against the zombies?
Well, then we would have to build giant robots because ultimately giant robots win.
Yeah, ultimately there'll be a robot overlord masters, and this will all be moot. But
So is
I do
this when
agree.
Skynet comes into being and then we all hate our lives?
I think our Skynet program here in town, not to mock it, I think it might be the harbinger of our doom, but I am behind it 100% because
You want-
I am not
you
a
want
cyborg.
Doom?
Just
You
to let
want
you guys
Doom?
know.
Sure.
Well,
Sure.
I have
What
to
was
admit,
that?
I am
You
part
want
cyborg.
Doom?
I do have a pacemaker.
What is Doom but the word mood backwards?
Yeah, wow. You know what? That's a sunny side of things we haven't seen here. And I think we should really adhere to. Miss McKendry, what is Mr. McKendry be?
What was the question?
Your feelings on setting up this whole new monster squad?
I think I'm going to be outvoted anyway, so.
Okay.
I think we should have a monster squad. I firmly believe that we should start funding more Frankenstein projects and a Wolfman project.
How
I'm
about a
all
griffin?
for a Wolfman project because I like animals and I think they're friendly.
How about a griffin? They're
Yeah,
monsters.
I would
well.
say a mythical creature like a griffin on everyone's shield. Everyone has a shield now. Sorry, I'm just
Yep.
not by the seat of my pants here, but I mean this has been in the paperwork you have seen tonight, and hopefully some of the some of the looser language about griffins and other mythical beasts are that our mad scientists who are using dinosaurs armed with guns, no less. So I mean, it's kind of a wacky situation. We're a great safe haven for numerous mad scientists and evil mad tinkerers.
Well, I think then we should have a super science subcommittee and elect a supervisor that would be a cryptozoological expert so they could generate a griffin to help take care of the zombie and Skynet issue.
I agree.
So is this okay? We're in agreement then.
All in favor? Say aye.
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 I have to abstain. I'm actually a cyborg.
Aye.
Aye, and I say we get rid of the cyborg.
Well, I'm a cyborg too. I have a pacemaker, like I said.
Oh, I would in fact
The cyborg is stealing part of his chair.
the cyborg notes, and the cyborg will in fact self-destruct in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're out of here.
Okay.
All right, good. Test is over.
One hell of a test.
This is any weird game.